that he believed that the tsunami was caused based on earthquake, based on something the government did. So he get this call on the radio, and it was a radio show out in California, and somebody said, well, if it was caused by the government, why didn't no animals got killed? And I say, that's true. Now, if it was an explosion, the seashore would have been littered with dolphins, whales, sharks, marine life. No animals got killed. A group of black people from the South Pacific got the hell up 2 weeks before and went to the hills. So my point here is, if this thing was a man-made type of thing, they wouldn't have had that kind of warning. It would have been something so sporadic. You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't have had the warning. You see, now, a group of domestic elephants from the zoo broke their chains and headed for the hills. Of course, they came back. After all, they are domestic now. After the tsunami, them motherfuckers said, damn all this. They're about like us. We been last 3 days in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Same damn thing happened when the LA riots. They was doing all that. They said, pull that goddamn grid. They pull that electricity, and that just stops some damn riots. Yesterday morning, my electricity went off for about 2 minutes, and niggas started to sweat. You see what I'm saying? So the elephants did come back, but they broke their chains. Now, you know those elephants are conditioned not to break the chains, although they can break the chains from any age. But they broke their chains and headed for the hills. No elephants, no animals on anywhere got killed. There was a Sufi group of mystics of Islam, which is the mystic people, not their followers. The masters and the mystics of Islam in the area, they hauled ass and headed for the hills. You see what I'm saying? The only people that got killed was this. The story of Angkor Wat says that there will be a prophecy of the spirits going to war with Thailand or Indonesia. The ones of Thailand are not the original of that land. The original people of that land got the hell up to the hills 2 weeks before. You see what I'm saying? You know the people that got the blonde hair, you know those South Pacific people and all of that type of thing. This is the great mystery. Number one, when we call out to California, one of the sisters said, well, yeah. Because see, the question that a lot of people have, which is the same question that Delbert Blair had. Now, he was on the radio back in October, and he said, well, some people are saying that the hurricanes that came, remember the hurricanes that came? 7 of them. What's that, Charlie and all those, how many were there? He said that I don't believe they came from the coast of Africa. He said because they fucked up more of the islands than it did the people in Florida. But what he didn't realize was that the government is so sophisticated now with the HARP program. So they went up into Haiti, and when the storm was going on, which was a regular storm, they went in and implemented another storm and killed 16,000 people. Now they say it's close to 20,000 people. See what I'm saying? Now they're saying it's close to 20,000 people. So it was HARP that they had gotten so advanced in their technology so they can go into a regular storm and create a subsequent storm, and the subsequent storm killed all these people. So some people saying, well, man, number one, why didn't the tsunami kill white folks? Why did it kill a lot of indigenous people? Well, number one, it did kill a lot of white folks because they said, what, Switzerland? What did they say about Switzerland?
Switzerland has opened up their DNA data banks so they could identify some of the parts of the bodies and stuff because so many of their citizens haven't come back home.
Right. Number one, we asked Carly, well, why the hell you did it? She said, well, shit. That's one of the fastest growing nations of Christians to turn their back on me. And number one, they number one in child pornography all over that area. As far as prostitution and all that kind of stuff. And that is the new paradise for white folks. You see what I'm saying? So there was a lot of stuff that was going on in that particular area. And they said, hell, we couldn't hit Africa. Why? Because y'all motherfuckers lost 1 million people 10 years ago. Because it's interesting here. When the new movie Hotel Rwanda came out in December, they finally put the final toll of death on the Africans 10 years ago, and it was 1 million. They said 800,000 for 10 years, and now it was 1 million, which you're going to go into in a few minutes. But I want to deal with this particular part. So I asked a particular question. They said, well, you must try to understand things on a spiritual level. In order for this thing to come about, there has to be a certain amount of sacrifice. And if anybody know anything about sacrifice, a lot of times when they sacrifice humans based on the blood of the humans, which is melanated people. So white folks who don't have the melanin, it just be a bunch of dead white folks. So if they was going to sacrifice somebody, it would have to be more close to an indigenous people because they have a melanated energy which can be sacrificed because the gods feed on that energy and gain a centrifugal force and they get renewed. It's about like the Highlander thing that I talked about. Every time one of us dies, we get stronger. In the Highlander movie, when they cut off the head of the Highlander, the energy goes into the other Highlander, they cut off the head and there's a quickening. Well, what has happened with our people here is, when they understood in an overall factor of our particular people that this particular mayhem and death that was going to go down in the last 15 years of all these people, they said, there's a group of people we have to save because those are going to be the head of the snake and they're going to be the ones that's going to be the learned ones. So they sacrifice a whole bunch of niggas who ain't shit so you can learn something. So you ask the question, where do those people go? Well, in the book, Demons of the Inner World, that is explained, and I talked about this for years, where do your ancestors go? They go to live inside of you. That's what the movie Ray showed you. Anybody saw the movie Ray?
Oh, yeah.
What happened in the movie Ray? When he went to his deepest part of the drug shit, in order for you to kick drug habit, you got to go to the deepest part of the subconscious mind. And from there, you gain a strength or a good gateway or opening to kick drugs. It's just most people are unaware of it, and they don't understand the spiritual process, so they name it Jesus. It just depends on where your mind is. Some people went to that particular portion of their own being, and their soul kicked in and did what it had to do to cure them. But because they don't have the knowledge of what went on, they say Jesus. Because that's the only, what else? That's the only thing they know. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Ray went to that part where he had to cure himself. And what happened when he went to that part? He saw his mother and he saw his brother. Right? This is very key. If there's anything you don't learn, that's the most profound thing in the movie. And he said, I wish you was there for all my career. And they say, hey, we were there. You see what I'm saying? They go to live inside of you. So when more indigenous people die, you get empowered. So that's the general aspect of a sacrifice. The general aspect.